Welcome to my Vision News. Two news stories from Ethiopia for you. Firstly, Alamata mayor is responding to rumors that Tigray fighters are going to enter Raya, Alamata. We know that Amhara special force members were told to withdraw from some parts of Raya and they have completely left Koram reportedly. And it is being speculated that there could be entry of Tigray forces in Raya Alamata, in Raya, southern Tigray and coming. That is why Alamata mayor spoke. What is he saying? And secondly, a top Orthodox church delegation is going to arrive in Tigray. On Thursday, reportedly, this delegation will arrive in Mekelle, Tigray's capital. We have some details for you. Firstly, viewers, the southern Tigray Raya zone disputed between Tigray and the Amhara regions. The zone is under the control of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Amhara Special Force members are... There is no Amhara Special Force now, by the way, because Amhara Special Force has been disbanded. Ethiopian National Defense Force last week announced formal termination of Amhara Special Force. So there could be only regional police, Amhara police in Amhara region now. There were Amhara Special Force members here in Alamata, Koram, southern Tigray a few days ago. They were told to withdraw and they completely left Koram and they were told to leave Alamata as well, but they were in Alamata a few days ago. Now they are not Amhara Special Force because Amhara Special Force has been disbanded. Now there could be presence of Amhara police, regional police in Koram, Alamata, especially in Alamata, not in Koram. Hailu Abira is the mayor of Alamata city. I think he's the chairman of Vollo Raya Amhara Boundary and Identity Restoration Committee. He is very staunch supporter of the zone, remaining part of the Amhara region. But developments being seen indicate that Tigray forces Tigray government could retake Alamata in coming days. Preparations are underway. That is why perhaps Amhara Special Force, other regional forces were disbanded, because had they not been disbanded, they could have resisted this move of handover of Alamata and Volkayat as well to Tigray forces. But Hailu Abira, Alamata mayor, is threatening. He said no one can enter Raya. If anyone tried to enter Alamata Raya zone, Raya youth would be there to confront. He said the formation of interim setup in Alamata is in accordance with Pretoria deal approved by federal government. That is why TPLF fighters cannot enter Alamata. If they did, it will lead to confrontation. Secondly, he talked about referendum. He said only referendum can determine the future status of this zone. Very interesting, because Amhara government-backed officials are now taking a new position, that Raya status can be determined by referendum. And a few weeks ago, they were planning to send a formal request to Ethiopian House of Federation to hold referendum in southern Tigray, in Raya, Koram, Alamata, etc. But the letters were not sent. Deliberations were underway, but no consensus could be reached. This statement of Alamata mayor indicates that something is being planned, something is cooking up behind the scenes about future status of Raya Alamata. That is why these are preemptive statements basically. Alamata mayor knows what is going to happen. He is warning Tigray fighters that Tigray fighters must not enter Raya zone. If Tigray administration entered Alamata, obviously it would be with the approval of Ethiopian federal government. And Ethiopian National Defense Force will back the entry of Tigray administration in Alamata if Tigray administrative officials were, if they entered Alamata, it would be with the approval by Ethiopian army. And Ethiopian army has been telling Amhara special force members to leave the area. It means Ethiopian National Defense Force and Tigray government, they have reached an understanding. But the understanding will be implemented gradually because people could resist. Next question would be, if Tigray forces, Tigray administration tried to enter Alamata, would there be any stiff resistance from locals? It's difficult to say. We have seen rallies in Alamata in support of the city, of the zone remaining part of Amhara. Tigrayans live in large numbers here as well. So it's difficult to say. If Amhara government decides to be part of this escalation, then we could see resistance. Otherwise, it would be difficult for locals to resist the entry of Tigray police or Tigray administration in Raya. Secondly, another attempt is being made by Ethiopian Orthodox Church to reconcile with Tigray Orthodox Church. Tigray Orthodox Church has been rejecting calls for reunification from main Orthodox Church. Tigray archbishops say that Orthodox Church blessed the war on Tigray. Churches in Tigray were attacked, priests were arrested, and that war was blessed by Orthodox Church archbishops. Mainly Tigray archbishops, without naming, they point towards Amhara members of Orthodox Holy Synod, Abune Abraham, Abune Petros, that they supported Ethiopian federal regional forces offensive on Tigray. They should have taken a neutral position. They did not allow the patriarch to speak. Abune Matthias was silenced. That is why we saw that Tigray Orthodox Church announced a split, though not complete split. Tigray archbishops so far have not elected a new patriarch. They have not formed a new synod. They have only announced the seat of the synod. And a few days ago, Tigray archbishops made some appointments of archbishops to foreign dioceses. Then came statement from Orthodox Church, which rejected these appointments, which rejected the formation, the establishment of Menberis Lama Tigray Prime Church, which is a regional Orthodox structure. Then Orthodox Church invited Tigray archbishops to a meeting in Addis Ababa around a month ago, I think. Was there any meeting? No one knows, because after that Orthodox Church went quiet. It went silent. But we heard that reportedly the church was trying to contact Getachew-led interim government to play a role in the unification of the two sides. Now, a top delegation of Orthodox Church is going to arrive in Mekelle on Thursday. Orthodox Church General Manager has written a letter to the Planet Hotel making arrangements of lodging, food, etc. for the visiting delegation. Who are member of the delegation? some bishops are there, and Derato Tulu is part of the delegation too. Derato Tulu is president of Athletics Federation of Ethiopia. She is she has good relations with Tigray leadership because she is the one who led Tigray athletes to victory in the last year's World Athletics Championships held in the US. Oromo athletes, Tigray athletes, all athletes, they respect her a lot. And a few weeks ago, she visited Tigray with her athletes who were from Tigray. She was warmly welcomed, received in Tigray. She is part of the delegation. She's going to play the role of a mediator here. Some others too. Let's see what happens in the meetings between this delegation, 10-member delegation, and Tigray archbishops. The delegation might meet Tigray interim government too, which is being requested by the church to help in reconciliation between the two sides. Let's see. Try to update in coming videos tomorrow or day after tomorrow about this key visit. Thank you for watching.